Okay. Oh, hello. Good morning. So many beautiful, beautiful faces. A quick Zoom thing. Something's happening. Everybody's coming in named Gina. I don't know what that is. You are welcome to change your name to your actual name, or you could stay and chill as you are. So I'm going to pull up a couple slides really quick. All right. So, welcome to day one of this community constellation hour. My name is Minachi. I think many folks know me. My pronouns are my name and they, and I love Valentine's Day. So, I'm just really delighted and happy to be here. Some invitations of the space. The first, that this is a brave space. I think everybody here is doing really brave work by showing up to talk about love and explore this concept with a room full of strangers who we also share this earth with. So props to that. Number two is an invitation of both confidentiality and sovereignty. Anything, and it's a little, because I know I've shared we're going to be recording and this is going to live on the internet somewhere. And there's still ways to honor confidentiality, even with that, of just keeping the stories you hear and receive, with holding them with care and not gossiping about them. And then the invitation of sovereignty, that you as a participant in this space get to be at choice with what you share. And then the last one is that we'll develop a bit of ease with the unknown. So, family constellation work is really beautiful stuff. And I know a lot of folks are arriving really curious to understand how it works. Um, I will be facilitating work and will be giving you exercises and things to do, and won't be talking a lot about how did that happen. Some of those questions might come up, but it's an invitation to just be at ease and receive as the flow arrives to you. So, a little of what we're going to do today, I'm going to get us cracking with a guided meditation and ground in. Then we'll have some journaling prompts and a bit of breakout room discussion. You can be at choice when we get there. If you don't want to go into a breakout room, you don't have to. And then we'll do a mini constellation. So, with that, I'm going to pull this down and just check if there's any questions, if anybody has questions about any of the stuff that I just shared. Cool. Okay. Then I'm going to lead a ground in. I invite you to settle into your spaces, brings you joy and comfort. You can be cameras on, cameras off. And we'll invite you to stretch your body out, to begin actually with expansion, to let yourself move in a way that maybe you haven't let yourself move yet today. And as you are in that softness and in that flow, just tune in to what your body may be asking from you, and also how your body may want to contribute to your experience. How is your body wanting to show up for you? How is your body asking you to be in collaboration and listening with your body's desires and intuition? And now we'll invite you to begin to imagine a beautiful, beautiful, just like an array of bodies behind you. And they can be human bodies, they can be spirit bodies, they might be the bodies of trees or the atoms of the ocean. But inviting you to envision the full splendor of bodies who have brought you here today, who are part of your legacy, part of your lineage, and who are constantly available to pour love into your system whenever and as you desire. And we'll invite you gently to put your hands open into a soft cup and invite these bodies to place or pour something, to gift something into your hands. And then when you're ready, to softly open your eyes, to take in that gift that is you. And if you would like to bring that gift into the space. Thank you. Checking really quick if anybody, I'm going to make just like a few minutes of space if folks want to put into the chat thread anything that they're arriving with, what they found, what they might be bringing into the space. So we'll hold here for just a moment if folks want to drop those in. So reading some of these aloud: curiosity, love, period, soft, furry feline love and openness, warm breath, and gratitude. Ooh, and sweets. I'm like, what kind? I made some lavender scones this morning, so got those sweets in my mouth. Some heartbreak and distraction, unconditional love, and a chocolate muffin, and calm. Super. Okay, I'm gonna dive us back in. I'm gonna pull up these journaling prompts just so folks can see. And then I actually will also drop them into the chat thread. So the journaling prompts I'm gonna have us start with, and will give us 12 minutes here of what are your ideas and beliefs about love. And then you can explore completing these sentences. Love gives me a feeling of. Love inspires me to believe that. And love will always let me. So I think I'm actually going to leave this slide up and play some music, and we'll bring us back in 12 minutes.
ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर तेरी बहकी बहकी निगाह ने मुझे एक शराबी बना दिया. तेरी बहकी बहकी निगाह ने मुझे एक शराबी बना दिया. तेरी बहकी बहकी निगाह ने मुझे एक शराबी बना दिया. दूर रहता है, पास रहता है. दिल में तो ज़रूर रहता है. जब से देखा है तेरी आँखों में हल्का हल्का सुरूर रहता है. It's really nice to be here at Tiny Desk. We are recording in Brooklyn at a sort of disintegrating church. मोहब्बत करने
Okay, I'm gonna pull us back. Okay. And that singer was Aruj Aftab. I'll send out the track afterwards. So next we're gonna go into a breakout room activity. And first I'll say, if you do not want to be in a breakout room, please let me know. Send me a DM. Cool. And I'm gonna put just the activity into the chat thread. So what we're going to be doing is just sharing, right? So you can introduce yourselves with your name, pronoun, and location, share responses to the journaling prompt as feels comfortable, and ask each other questions and be in inquiry together. And if you get into a breakout room and there's nobody else there, just come back because maybe somebody stepped away or something like that. So I'm going to take 1 second to revamp some of these. Okay. All right. So I think that's everybody. And we'll have 12 minutes here. I'll put that also into the chat thread. And I might be floating around a little bit, but pretend I'm not there. And we'll open these up now. Okay, welcome back. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. How are folks doing? Okay, cool. All right. I think I'm gonna dive us into play. 1 hour is such a small amount of time, and there's a lot of sweet connection here. So I'm gonna ask if there's anyone who feels called to receive a mini constellation in relationship to love, and it'll be like a sweet slice of pie, and it is vulnerable and brave, and it's here for you to receive. So if you'd like to receive one, I'm going to invite you to toss it into the chat or put a hand up on the screen. Shar, is that you? Okay. You want to unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Hi.
Good to be with you.
Good to be with you too. I'm going to spotlight us. All right. What would you like to receive?
I notice a lot of pain in my chest as I'm in this space, specifically doing the journaling about love. There was so much of the body that felt really joyful and excited to be exploring, and simultaneously, like not canceling the other. There's this really, like almost inside out pain that's maybe like a cracking open or like a old wound. That's all I have. That's not a clear what I want to receive, but that's where the body is with this moment. Yeah.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Please.
The first question is, do you have a sense of what type of relationship you would like with the wound?
I would like to nurture it.
Okay.
I want to offer it honey.
Cool. Okay. And then That may actually be enough. Do you have a sense of maybe, is there anything that's preventing you from offering the nurturing, or was it just the sudden awareness in this moment that the wound was there?
There's something preventing,
Okay.
maybe not preventing, resisting.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then I'll ask one more question. Is how much of the wound is yours and how much of the wound is someone else's?
It's felt very clear that it's also my mother's and also my grandmother's.
Okay. Okay. So then I'm gonna do, thank you. I'm gonna offer a couple ideas of representatives that we can bring onto the field, and you say yes or no if it feels good. Okay, cool. So I think want to start with a representative for you, a representative for the wound, and a representative for the honey.
Mm.
Okay, cool. So then I'm going to remove these spotlights real quick. And if you are available to play in Char's Constellation, will you please keep your camera on? And if you're not available to play, you can turn your camera off. And it's okay if you haven't done this work, because I'll guide you through. So Char, folks who are available have their cameras on. Will you invite a few in?
I wonder, or would you like me to invite folks to a specific role?
Yeah.
Tony, would you be willing to represent me? Yeah. And I wonder if the person, I think your name is Gakenia, is that the right way to pronounce? If you would be willing, would you correct me, please?
Sure, it's Gakenya. Yes.
Gakenia, do you feel comfortable representing the honey?
Sure.
And Sharon, do you feel comfortable representing the wound?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'm going to do a quick renaming. And then I'm going to spotlight us again. Okay. So Shar, I'm actually going to start actual Shar. How is it for you just to have 3 reps on the field?
Well, as soon as we joined each other, I noticed some movement come into the body. It felt really like, it feels really gentle movement. It feels like the beginning of movement, actually. And the chest is a little bit tighter, but the arms feel looser.
Is there one of these representatives that you would like to check in with first, who you'd like to hear from first?
I'm the representative for honey.
Okay. So representative for honey, will you share just the sensations that you're noticing in your body?
Sure. I feel like there's some shifting of tightness in the neck that is just kind of like slowly falling down. Like it's funny that it's honey. It feels like molasses. Like it's very slowly just like trailing down like the back. And like yeah, from like the like mid head all the way down the neck towards the back. I also feel like my arms are quite light. It almost feels like the Barbie and Ken dolls where you can take the arms in and out. Okay, just they're just like they've just been placed back in, and I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I'm feeling some slight disconnect in the lower body, but I still feel the presence of it. It's not completely disconnected. There's still some presence there, and I'm feeling a lot of movement in like the kind of like stomach above hip area. It feels like there's a lot of like swirling, moving energy there. Yeah.
Thank you. Shar, I'd like to check in next with the representative for the wound. Is that okay with you? Yeah. All right. So, representative for the wound, will you share what you're noticing in your body?
I was noticing my heartbeat was deeper, and now it's returning to a softer rhythm. And I feel this sensation around my heart space that it's both warm and cold, almost like there's something inside that's melting what's outside. And there's a cool tingling sensation going around down the back of my arms and from my knees, like down the front of my legs.
Thank you. Actual Shar, how is it for you to hear that?
I notice a lot of that feeling of hot and cold at the same time, like melting into each other. And there's definitely a lot more of the chest enrolled in the feeling that was really like focused when we started. Feels now like icy hot through the whole chest area. Remarkably icy hot, like, and it doesn't feel like too much, but it does feel like a lot.
Thank you. Representative for Shar, I'm going to ask you a very specific question, which is, what do you notice in your body when you look at the honey and the wound together?
You immediately feel like a brightness on the chest and an opening that wants to kind of like reveal, like almost like a vulnerability pose of exposing the most vulnerable part of myself to this. And my feet are tingling. It feels like I'm dancing, or I want to dance, or I don't know, something peppery about them. And yeah, I'll leave it there.
Thank you. Shar, we've got two ways we could go. Actual Shar. We could bring in a blessing and see what happens. And I don't have clarity on what the other way is yet, but I'm going to first ask if you have an intuitive hit of which way you want to go.
Could we? A blessing works, yeah.
Okay. So the blessing that I would offer for us to bring in is a representative who can be permission for all of the women in your lineage to dance.
Mm.
Yeah. So it looks like there's 4 folks who have their cameras on right now. And we'll just ask the 4 of you, does one of you feel called to come in as this blessing? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna add you in. Right. Okay. So gonna give folks just a moment for this blessing to arrive and to notice. And then we'll start by checking in with the blessing. Can you share the sensations that you're noticing in your body?
A lot of tingling in my feet and hands, and the energy just kind of like bursting up. I really want to dance.
Thank you. Okay. And then gonna check in with the wound. How is it for you when this one arrives?
I also feel tingling down my legs, and I was sitting cross-legged, but I felt the urge to stretch out and move my feet. And I have a little bit of tingling on the back of my head and neck and shoulders.
Thank you. Representative for the honey, what do you notice in your body?
So before there was like movements going like up my head, and I was saying like there was a bit of a disconnect between like the lower body, but then yeah, when the blessing came in, there was like tingling on my feet, and I didn't even feel the need to move. Like there was movement just happening within, which was really nice, and I could feel all this energy just going like upwards, just like beaming. I felt like a little sun.
Thank you.
Mm.
And then Representative for Shar, how are you doing?
I feel really joyful. And I felt a lot of groundedness in my pelvic region. That just feels really strong and grounded and supported.
Cool. Thank you. Actual Shar, how are you?
Yeah, the feet feel really light and grounded at the same time. There's a lot of movement in the lower body. Um, yeah, the feeling that Honey had described earlier of something trickling down the back of the head and neck. Now I'm feeling that. I didn't feel it in the body when it was first shared, and now I'm really feeling it come down the spine. And definitely like some melting in the face, like tears that were there when the blessing arrived, and as folks shared the feeling of receiving that blessing. And there's a lot of warmth in the chest, but not the icy.
Does this feel like an okay place to pause this piece of work? Okay. So we're going to do a release. I'm going to have folks stay on mute, but we'll have everybody in the space, whether you were in the constellation or not. Going to have you say what we have witnessed is both held and released. And then for Shar, you can say out loud to these four, I keep what is mine, I give you what is yours. And maybe I'll have you come off mute so they can hear it.
I keep what is mine and I give you what is yours. Thank you.
And for you four, we receive it. Gonna remove these spotlights. I'm gonna invite everybody to do like a full body brush down, have some water, wiggle. You can get up and stretch. Thank you, Shar, for offering that piece of work into the space. And gonna make a little bit of space here for folks to offer to Shar anything that you receive from witnessing or being in that piece of work. And you can say it out loud, or folks are welcome to drop it into the chat thread. And I'll read some of these out loud. I have had heavy legs for some time, but felt the tingling and the invitation to dance and some release. Movement, dancing with ancestors feels so rejuvenating. I feel like breathing became easier. Gratitude and expanding inside of me. A sense of lightness and calm, and so lovely, full of glitter. All right, y'all. This might be where we pause for today. Folks are welcome to keep dropping things into the chat thread. We'll encourage you to have water and play in ways that you can after this. And look forward to seeing folks tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Folks are welcome to come off mute or say anything. Yeah.
Till tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks all.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah.